Gousto's a meal delivery box I've been using for over a year, and the box comes, I choose one delivery per week. Here it is, let's have a little look what's inside. These are the meals I selected for this week. We'll look at those later. Let's look inside the box. So we've got on this side, we have got firstly a bag full of seasonings, flavourings. I'll get them all out later so you can see, but that is garlic, ginger, various sachets of individual flavours for all the recipes this week. You've got just the right amount, so this means less waste. And here's some examples: dried chili flakes, we've got toasted sesame seeds, and we have got rice vinegar, and this one is a roasted garlic paste, and even cracked black pepper. Normally you'll use your own oil, butter, salt, pepper, but everything else you need is in the box. White wine vinegar. This is toasted sesame oil. We've got a little individual chicken stock and a vegetable stock mix, and a sachet of Hellmann's real mayonnaise. And now back to the box. This side of the box has got all the fresh ingredients. Love the little individual cardboard box with an egg, individual egg, all nicely protected. Got a lemongrass, fresh lemongrass, packet of quick cook spaghetti, and this is a chili pepper, red shiny chili pepper, bag of kale. I ordered this as an extra. It's not needed in the recipes, but they've got a sort of grocery where you can order extras. A couple of packets of white long grain rice, and some little gem lettuce, shallots, potatoes, tomatoes, 2 tomatoes, half a cucumber, sugar snap peas, and as you can see, it's a good way to get some fresh vegetables and salads inside. Little creamed coconut has escaped from the seasonings bag. What else? Rummaging around. Some tortilla wraps. And rocket salad. So this side is a sachet of balsamic vinegar, cracked black pepper, a vegetable stock mix, roasted garlic paste, grated Italian hard cheese, and a sachet of creme fraiche. Here's the portion of quick cook spaghetti and the egg. Now you can choose various sized boxes. Richard and I go for 2 people. And bacon lardons. So this recipe is for 2 people. I'm using my own olive oil and some extra black pepper. So a little rinse of the salad ingredients. Get a pot of boiled water on the hob to boil. And meanwhile, separate an egg. Only the yolk is going to be used for this recipe. So they suggest you can freeze the egg white or use for an omelette or other recipe. This is probably the most skilled part of the whole thing, so as you can see it's really straightforward. The egg yolk goes into a separate dish. To the egg yolk I'm adding the creme fraiche. Should have got a tripod for the camera. It's really hard doing it with one hand. And then half of the grated cheese, the rest we'll save for putting over the top of the carbonara. And also in is going the vegetable stock mix. So this is going to be the base of our carbonara sauce. I like that there's not many highly processed things in here. There are some of course, but you know, a lot of these are basic ingredients, giving the sauce a mix. Looking delicious and creamy already. Stir, mix, mix. Then I am chopping up the tomato into little pieces for the salad. Chop, tiny little choppy bits. As you can see, I have no knife skills whatsoever. I'm really quite clumsy, but even I can chop a tomato into little tiny pieces. Onto putting the salad together. So I've got the rocket which has been washed, and I'm going to add the tomato. I could probably have done with a larger platter, but I just like this one, so wanted to use it. And to that I'm going to add the sachet of balsamic vinegar. That gives a nice little tang to the salad. And I'm going to use some of my own extra virgin olive oil. And then with my super large salad tongs, I'm going to mixy. Now it's time for a little bit of frying. So I put some oil in a pan and I'm going to spaghetti cooking water, which I'm going to add in once I've mixed in the carbonara sauce, which, if you remember, was the creme fraiche, the cheese, the egg yolk, etc. So all the sauce goes over the spaghetti, and I'm adding here a little bit of the pasta cooking water, which just stops it all getting sticky and makes the sauce nice. So I'm spinning it around with the tongs, and that is pretty much as easy as it gets. And as you can see, this portion is for 2 people, and honestly, it was super filling. The whole Gousto thing really has helped re-educate myself and Richard about portion control. Before using Gousto, we did eat large portions and go back for seconds, and I have found the meals very satisfying. Over the top, I'm sprinkling the remainder of the grated cheese, and over that goes the cracked black pepper. I'm pretty proud of that. Spaghetti carbonara's always got a reputation for being very difficult, and that there's a danger of the raw egg scrambling. But as you can see, this recipe really was foolproof. And then, as a little bit of a healthy green addition, I'm going to put some of the rocket and tomato with balsamic dressing on the side. And I think any restaurant would be proud to serve that. I know I'm pretty proud of my results. Putting over a nice generous amount of the cracked black pepper over the top. And, well, some extra cheese, why not? There it is, spaghetti carbonara. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know